Missed. Okay. Yeah. So where were we? So not only plasma, but along with that, leukocytes. So blood cells have the leukocytes, right? There, that is also lymphocytes are part of leukocytes. So for immunity issues, we have to treat blood blood finger also, which may be like in finger number 3, we have to see which spiral meridian correlates to that. And we have to treat that spiral meridian accordingly. Where am I? So, now let's go to, actually in this class I had prepared for RBCs. So, can you see my PPT? Can you see my PPT?
No, no.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, so one more thing I was thinking about, right, while preparing for this class was about this fibrinogen. See, nowadays, all the doctors know they are prescribing thinner. Whether you have any problem or not, okay, like for example, my father is like 80 plus years. He doesn't have any cholesterol issues at all. He's very lean in structure. But doctor says, oh, you are 80 plus, sir. You have to take thinner. So I was just wondering whether what happens is he has some asthma issues and all that, and his skin has become very dry. So when sometimes no, this dry skin causes itching for him. When he starts itching, he starts bleeding. So I was thinking whether I should. I mean, I'm not authorized to stop the thinner, although I'm not a doctor. So I was thinking whether I should strengthen this fibrinogen composition of plasma.
No, actually, lung skin deficiency helps, right?
Lung skin deficiency is helping, but the thinner no is causing problems. The thinner tablet which they have given, simply they have dumped. Okay, because of age you take cholesterol issue, this issue. But the thinner is like everywhere and everywhere it will cause bleeding, which I don't like at all. Like even small itching or small injury, blood will start flowing. So when yesterday I was preparing this PPT, I was thinking, shall I go and into the finger number 4 and look at fibrinogen strengthening? Okay, anyway, then let's come to blood cells, which is the first one, erythrocytes. Erythrocytes are these RBCs. So in RBCs, now this is a very important, I mean, of course, all are important, but this is equally important because the quantity of erythrocytes or RBCs are very high. They carry oxygen to all parts of the body, and any small problem, no, it will create havoc inside the body. So we have to understand this structure to decide what to treat in the patient. If the patient comes with anemia, if the patient comes with leukemia, okay, what is happening to the erythrocytes inside his or her body? If we can understand that, I think we can treat it better. So let's understand quickly what it is. These are like biconcave shaped. Okay, where is my notepad? Biconcave shaped means it looks like this. Hold on.
Cave shape. Cave, it will go inside, right? So I remembered that.
Yes. Okay. Screen only I'll share so that everything will come. Okay. like this. How it looks is, this is how it will look like. Two things joined together. So if the shape changes, yes, patient will show different kinds of symptoms. So we should be watchful of what is the shape of the erythrocytes in the blood report. The second thing is these erythrocytes don't have a nucleus inside them. So nucleus is like controlling factor, isn't it? In a cell, nucleus is a controlling factor. So it doesn't have nucleus, so they can go through into capillaries. They can go through from easily. They can flow easily. There is no control. There is no element which is controlling them. So when the cell is formed, the nucleus is there, but over a period of time, before it matures, the nucleus has to die. Otherwise, that is another disease, which is a problem. Those kind of nucleated RBCs, if they exist in the blood, that is another problem with the hemoglobin. So that is another kind of anemia. We should be watchful of this also. Then this is just a color of the cytoplasm, which is pink in color, or okay, pink in color because of the presence of iron. Iron is, we know, brown or dark pink. So the cytoplasm of this RBCs looks pink in color. And the next thing is lifespan. See, everything which is formed has to die also. So if they have to die after 120 days approximately. If they die sooner, problem. If they die later, problem. So that is another case of disease, which I will talk about next. So what happened? Lifespan is 120 days. And contains hemoglobin with the property of deformation to pass through capillaries. So where is hemoglobin? We always talk that, okay, this patient has anemia, he has weakness, but where is this anemia coming from? It comes from hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is in the RBC, and in the RBCs or erythrocytes, and this hemoglobin has the function of carrying oxygen to all parts of the body. When this hemoglobin is not doing its work properly, then we have anemia. So I will quickly explain the structure of hemoglobin so that we know what could be the diseases which come. Okay. Hemoglobin. So it means it has globin, and we all know the molecule is formed from atoms. So different types of molecules atoms will join to form a molecule, isn't it? So hemoglobin means there is a globin. There is a globin molecule, and to this are attached 4 heme molecules. HAM. 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 Okay, this is how a hemoglobin molecule will look. Now, what is there inside him? If you go inside him, there is one iron molecule. Iron is Fe. Chemical name for iron is. Then this iron has 4 another molecules which are like pyrrole, again pyrrole, and from here this is the total. This whole thing is heme. Okay, this whole thing is heme. Through this bond, it will attach to globin. And there is one free thing which is here, to which it is nothing. Pyrrole is not attached. to this free bond, oxygen gets tagged. Okay, now you get the picture, right? So there is one globin. Like this globin will have, another heme, another heme, okay? So I am expanding this portion. Where is this? So I am expanding this portion. This heme portion. This heme is equivalent to this, okay? This one heme is having iron in the center, pyrrole molecules, and one free bond to which oxygen gets attached, and the whole thing gets attached to globin. So this whole thing forms a hemoglobin. Now we know, right, in this globin molecule here, in this hemoglobin, this whole thing forms hemoglobin. How oxygen is getting attached? So every time this hemoglobin is formed, oxygen will get attached to it, and then it moves around in the blood, in the fluid, in the plasma. It moves around and goes to different parts of the body and here you go, you take this oxygen and then it tags back the carbon dioxide and comes back to lungs. So this is how the structure of hemoglobin is. And now, why this is important? Because if there is any change in the structure, oxygen will not get attached. And if oxygen is not attached, the person the tissues, the cells will not get oxygen. Even though blood is flowing, it will not get oxygen, and again, diseases will start. So that is the reason we need to understand the structure of hemoglobin very closely. And now, where is this hemoglobin die? See, yeah, we told that its life is 120 days. After that, what happens? After 120 days, it will absorb the water and it will start breaking down. That process is called hemolysis. Here I have. So, hemolysis. This is the breakdown of RBCs. So, who helps in the breakdown of RBCs? Who helps, or what happens when RBCs break down? What happens? When RBCs break down, first thing is the iron in it is released and it goes back into the blood. Okay. When RBC breaks down, okay, RBC, when it breaks down. So we talked about formation, we talked about lifespan and what happens during the lifespan. Now what happens in the death, during the death? So when it dies, it releases iron, separates. Now we saw that there is an iron molecule, right? Fe inside the hemoglobin. So where is this? Iron. And what happens to the remaining? So remaining, right? Remaining part of the hemoglobin molecule, first it has to get converted to, see, this is on page number 30, okay? So on page number 30, hemoglobin, it should be hemoglobin breaks down to heme and globin. Now, inside this heme, there is an iron which goes into the blood. And heme also has pyrrole molecule, right? We just now saw. This pyrrole gets converted into biliverdin. And biliverdin further becomes to bilirubin. And bilirubin is carried to, we also know that plasma has albumin, right? So inside this bilirubin, along with the plasma, it goes to liver. Inside the liver, it gets converted into bilirubin glucuronide. Okay, whatever. Instead, I would say cholerubin. Cholerubin. Okay. From this cholerubin, it goes to gallbladder along with the bile juice. It goes to gallbladder, and from gallbladder, it is released. Gallbladder releases the bile juice, right? At that time, it releases this cholerubin also into the blood. Just a minute, okay. Just a minute. Class. Okay, so it becomes cholerubin, and from cholerubin, it goes to gallbladder, where gallbladder stores cholerubin and the bile juice, and then gallbladder releases this combination to the digestive system. We all know that it releases into duodenum, right? Through that, it is sent for excretion. So through duodenum, it goes into the excretory part. Now, then part of it is excreted as urine, urobilinogen, and some of it is given up as stool. In stools, it becomes stercobilin. So why this whole death cycle is important is because this will help us understand jaundice. Okay, so if you look at the higher level, when after 120 days, when hemoglobin is breaking down from the RBCs, it has to undergo different stages before it is thrown out of the body. Okay, so it gets converted into bilirubin, cholerubin, and then it gets excreted through urine and stool. So bilirubin first stage, second stage is cholerubin, third stage is excretion in the form of urine or stool. Any of these stages, the conversion is not happening, it will result in the formation of jaundice. So this is very, very important to understand jaundice. Any patient comes to us with jaundice symptoms, the treatment is not same like in allopathy in our case. We have to understand where the death is not happening of the RBCs or the hemoglobin rather, not RBCs. We should understand where the problem is. So based on this, there are three types of jaundice which are described. One is pre-hepatic, one is hepatic, and the third one is called hold on, post-hepatic or obstructive jaundice. So pre-hepatic, what is hepatic? Hepatic is liver. Okay, so pre-hepatic is before it reaches liver. Now see this chart again. If you see, before it reaches liver, hemoglobin is getting converted into, the pyrrole of the hemoglobin is getting converted into bilirubin. So prehepatic jaundice means if this conversion is not proper to bilirubin, then it is called prehepatic jaundice. Now, sometimes what happens, conversion is good, but liver cells are dead, or liver cells have become fattened, or fatty liver, they are not able to convert bilirubin to cholerubin properly. Then it is called hepatic jaundice. Okay. At that time, we have to treat the liver. Then the third stage is this cholerubin, which gets stored into the gallbladder, has to be released properly into the bloodstream, into the digestive system, duodenum. So gallbladder is defective. Like in most cases, there are stones in the gallbladder duct is blocked. Then gallbladder will not be able to release bile juice or this cholerubin into the duodenum. That is called post-hepatic. So post-hepatic jaundice happens if gallbladder is faulty or the duct of the gallbladder is blocked. Okay. So based on this, they are discussing about how to identify what kind of jaundice it is. Okay. So prehepatic jaundice. Okay, let me refer to page 31. Page 31. See, if you see page 31, 32 rather, 32. On page 32, first there is a table which tells about the liver function tests. In that, they have told they have explained very nicely about what parameter indicates which kind of jaundice it is. For example, serum hemobilirubin. If hemobilirubin is very high, that means first of all, it is not converted to, before entering the liver itself, the bilirubin levels are very high. That means it is prehepatic. So prehepatic column shows 3+. That means hemobilirubin is very high. That means it is a prehepatic jaundice. And if you go to hepatic and post-hepatic, it keeps reducing. Next, second point, for example, cholebilirubin. Cholebilirubin, see in this flow, cholebilirubin is generated by the liver. So cholebilirubin levels are very high. That means it could be that liver is not doing its job properly, or they are not coming into the duodenum properly. So second and third, they are shown positives. Okay. And what else? Urine bilirubin. So in the same table above, they have explained 3 different, there is something called Vandenberg reaction. This is very interesting. Conjugated bilirubin is combined bilirubin. So bilirubin combines with some acids and gets converted inside the liver, right? So how we can determine how much bilirubin is getting converted to cholerubin? So there is a reaction which is done in the lab, which is called Vandenberg reaction, which helps us to determine, okay, where it is. And those tests are called direct positive, indirect positive. It's a very nicely explained in the above paragraph. So now we know roughly what it is. What it is means, what is the kind of jaundice it is. We have to determine from these tests. Liver function test will tell us what kind of jaundice it is, prehepatic, hepatic, or post-hepatic. So based on that, I am opening the Hippocrates 1, page 14. Okay. Page 14. I don't know if all of you have access to that, but there, no, they have explained different, treatment for Hippocrates 1. They have explained treatment for different types of hepatitis. And probably we can discuss that in our next class, or we can discuss in the group on how to treat each kind of jaundice. See, on page 46, not 14, 15, page 46 in Hippocrates. Page 46 onwards, like hemolytic jaundice type 1, hepatic jaundice type 2, obstructive jaundice type 3. Very clearly given treatment. Probably we can discuss this in our WhatsApp group, how to treat, why they are treating type 1, type 2, type 3 this way in the Ayurvedic acupressure. Okay, so if you have any questions, I had prepared until this jaundice. Probably if I get a chance, I will do a little study about anemia also. So anemia, what are the different kinds of anemia, and how we can correlate it to the hemoglobin values, and what are the different causes of different kinds of anemia that I can go through and take up in the next class. But meanwhile, let's go through this page number 48, different types of jaundice treatment, and discuss in the group, okay? So, any questions, you can let me know. This lecture I had prepared this much only.
But good, you have taken us through practical thing.
Yeah,
Otherwise, we wouldn't have seen all these.
Yes, instead of reading the book, no, you have clearly identified what we need to understand. Like what is blood, why it is special, and where it is formed, and what are the various things in the blood.
Yeah, so.
And the color of it, and the transportation, how it happens, what is meant by the water balance, what is that osmotic pressure, and this solution, how and how it manages the pH and temperature, and protection. What does it mean by it is protecting? And then the parts of the blood, and then formation. What is the life of blood, basically? That's what you have taken.
Yeah.
It's a nice way to remember and understand also. Truly appreciate.
No, yeah, this is my first attempt, so I'm not expert in this field. I'm from different backgrounds, so please excuse me if there are some mistakes. I know there are experts in this group, but you can correct me also. And
Sureka ji,
yeah,
you are the right
Hanji.
on this.
I am not very regular with y'all. I feel really sorry, but when I saw her explaining, I felt, wow, this was really great. Very, very good hard work, huh? Very good hard work, Nilima ji.
No,
Nilima ji, the things you all were telling about fibrinogen, no? So I would just like to give one opinion over it, that people who are on continuous blood thinners, as you rightly said, they have bleeding issues. So slowly, now you can move to natural blood thinners. Like Isabgol is a very, very good natural blood thinner.
But if there is no, is it really needed to give is my question.
No, the thing is, shifting the body from one mental state to another mental state, you can't stop the medicine, right?
Yeah,
so slowly, your body is now got addicted to that blood thinner. And under the guidance of doctor, you can slowly shift him to Isabgol, maybe once a week, twice a week, and slowly reduce these milligrams of medicines. And then you come to a natural blood thinner where you can then slowly skip that also off once he feels he's steady. It takes time, but then you can shift along with good diet, because diet plan is very important. His breathing patterns are very important. So all small thing changes, you can slowly shift. There's no harm, but under the guidance, because slowly, so no doctors will allow you to shift the milligram. But as rightly you said, no, symptoms of bleedings are seen, means the blood is thinning. to an
Yeah.
extent which it shouldn't. So you can take
Yes.
another opinion of one more doctor.
Right. I'll
That
do
will
that.
help.
Yes.
And I think it helps because with my father-in-law also I've tried. So
Mm-hmm.
slowly we shifted him to
Mm-hmm.
natural. It took time. He was not mentally prepared. But
Mm-hmm.
as you said, symptoms were seen.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
Sureka ji, Isabgol, can everyone take Isabgol?
no need, na. Why are we taking? This is basically an husk, no? It's a natural husk. It's actually used for constipation. But then why
Yes.
make the body addicted to it? But people who are already on blood thinners,
Okay.
you can. Why
Okay. Is the
make it a habit?
recording
Natural is
continued or
natural.
stopped?
Sorry?
Is the recording continued or stopped?
No, it's continuing. 10 more minutes. It gave me like 2 minutes before I got a message. It will end. Meeting will end in 10 minutes.
Okay.
And as Neelamji, you rightly said, see, I don't think I have also not come across any of the treatments till now, whatever books I have referred, a few pages, what I've referred, that there are no particular treatment for fibrinogen, eosinophilia, count if it is high or low, WBC,
Yeah.
all those neutrophils, basophils, nothing is there specifically given.
No, I saw in one of the books, we can access up to that level also.
Achha, let me know, na, pages, because in our Tri-Origin we have,
if
in
I
60 also we have. That which energy is related to neutrophil, which energy is related to basophil, fibrinogen. Means we have those classifications in 6 key.
Yeah, I feel I've read in one of our Samsthan's books, but if I come across,
Okay.
I'll post in the group again.
Yeah, sure. Because I think that is really very, very crucial and we should work and see. There's no harm.
Yes. Because we should not be touching all the cells when we know this is the root cause.
Yeah, exactly.
Why should we disturb the other things, right? Anyway.
Yeah, but let us know, because I have not come across any of the treatment which is specifying WBC का ये neutrophil ज़्यादा है या eosinophil ज़्यादा है तो उसको कैसे कम करना? Not come across any such.
I will check again.
Just check. It will really help.
Sure.
Anyway, it was very, very good. So many things are like eye openers, which we never knew.
And nothing.
Yes.
Sorry, yeah, whatever we learned, I just recapped.
It's good.
But
No, very
anyway,
nice.
thanks for your patience hearing. Okay. And,
No, I
Thank
just
you.
took the second lesson. First lesson I have to go through. I am now curious to go through the first lesson now.
right.
I'll go through it.
Yeah, Seti ji also
Thank you
put a
for
lot
the
of efforts. Yeah. Okay,
good.
then.
Yeah, Guru Mitra also have to see it.
Correct. Okay.
Anyway, good effort.
Thank you so much. And
Good effort, Nilima-ji. Thank you.
yeah,
Hi, Radhika. How are you?
Yeah, I'm
Radhamani
good.
ji.
Yes,
Good.
Sureka-ji. Good.
Yeah.
Thank
I'm busy with my child sexual abuse programs now, so I'm not able to give
you.
time.
Touch base,
Justice. So really missing so many things. But nice. I was really happy. Sunita Jani and both y'all are doing good job.
We are just the viewers. Those are really working hard.
No. But someone has to take initiative. Now, at least Nilima ji took that inspiration and took forward, na?
Yeah, all inspiration from people like Sunita, Radha, Asha, all these people, no?
Gurmeet.
They won't let me sit. Hey, come, we'll do this presentation. We'll study this.
So sweet. So
Because of that, I'm
good.
studying little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Take care and
Sure.
we'll meet soon. Okay.
Yeah.
I will post
Thank
in
you
the
so
group
much
about this.
to everybody.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
See you.